Hi, my name is Degree. I'm one of the directors of FCI London. We are a high-end furniture showroom based in Northwest London. We've been going since 1985, and we've grown from kind of 2,000 square foot showroom to now nearly 30,000 square foot showroom. We've got some really exciting opportunities available at the moment. We've been growing phenomenally quickly over the last few years, but specifically in the last 2 years, and we've doubled our showroom, and we're in the process of doubling our sales and design team. We work across a whole bunch of different areas, and we're looking for people kind of across the board. So first, we're looking for people to join our special projects team, and special projects is sales. All of these roles are sales driven roles, but special projects is experimental projects. So it might be setting up something in another country. It might be exploring a revenue stream that we haven't explored before, like office furniture. It might be creating relationships with different people in the trade. It's a business development role, which is not an immediate kind of sales role, but it's about building up a portfolio of relationships, which then over a period of time will generate hopefully high value projects and sales. And it's the type of role for people who have experience in the furniture sector, but don't necessarily want to be on the shop floor selling dining tables or dining chairs, who've got confidence to be able to go and meet C-suite executives or business owners or founders or senior people and create kind of deals, including acting as an agent for brands and a whole bunch of other special projects that we've got on the go. So that's a really interesting role. The other roles are as follows. We have a standard B2B business development role, which is kind of trade sales. So that role is for people who have experience selling to interior designers and who have a really good contact base of interior designers that they've worked with, mainly in London, but also overseas. So if you've got experience and you've been selling furniture or fabrics or anything else to interior designers, and you've got a good Rolodex of contacts, then this role could be really interesting. It's obviously a basic salary and a commission structure. We've got more traditional sales roles, which is kind of on the shop floor. We've got a 30,000 square foot showroom, as I mentioned. It's absolutely stunning, beautiful showroom. We've spent a lot of time and money refurbishing it, and it's in the last stages of the refurbishment. So in about 3 months or so, we're going to be all set. And we're going to be the best showroom in the UK for designer furniture. That's our target. So we're looking for salespeople who really like selling, who like closing, who like working with high quality brands and clients who have nice properties. You know, most of our clients live in houses or apartments from 1 million upwards. So they're nice clients. They're nice people to deal with. They've got money to spend. They like nice things. And the sales team enjoy. You know, the current sales team really enjoy what they do working with them. And we're looking for sales designers, so interior designers who love design, who love space planning, who love the whole process of taking an empty room or a boring room and transforming it into something stunning. Obviously, you have to have AutoCAD or similar, but it won't be good enough to just be an interior designer. You've got to be an interior designer who also likes selling. So it's great to do the design and to talk the client through all the different options in terms of kitchens or joinery or whatever. But at the end of that design process, there has to be a sale, a closing. So if you're an interior designer and you like designing and you also like closing the deal at the end, then this role could be potentially for you. Also, anybody across the spectrum who has experience selling kitchens and wardrobes and bedrooms. Our wardrobes and bedrooms inquiries and leads is going crazy at the moment. And so we need designers who've got experience and enjoy doing bedrooms, living room systems, and designing joinery. Where we're at as a company, Like I said, we've grown phenomenally. We own a number of different businesses. So furniture isn't the only business that we own. And we own a marketing company and we own a bunch of other businesses. And what that means is that at the moment we've just got too many leads coming into the business. So there's about 40 of us in total at the moment, of which there's about 20 in the UK showroom, which is going to grow. But the UK team can't cope with the number of leads coming through the website and the phone calls and email leads, etc. So really, it's a really good environment for people who are sales driven and commission driven because we offer a 10% commission structure, which is kind of like unheard of. It's a really strong commission structure, and people who like selling and designing, and people who like being surrounded by beautiful brands, love the showroom and they love working with us. We've got various team members who've been working with the company for like 30. Our warehouse manager has been with the company 35 years. Most of our delivery and installation staff have been with us for 10 plus years. A lot of our senior team in the showroom have been with us 7, 8 years. It's a really good place to work if you like to work. If you kind of like to put the hours in and get financial reward, but also great satisfaction, because what we're doing is it's just really fun. No 2 days are the same. You're never bored. There's never a moment where you don't have stuff to do or learn. We are very charity driven, so we donate a large proportion of our a proportion of our profits to We Forest, to plant trees, but also we support charities that help underprivileged kids in India. So we help a charity called Yuva, and a lot of what we drive is linked to how much we can give. So the more we earn, the more profitable we are on a monthly basis, the more we give immediately to the charity at the end of the month, which is a really, really clear kind of goal and focus for us. We're looking for people who want to have fun at work. So whether you're a type of salesperson or designer who wants to come in 10 o'clock, leave at 6, do your job, that's cool. Most of the people in the company work kind of way beyond those hours because there's always work to do, and it's very meritocratic. So the more you do, the more you earn, and people do earn really, really good salaries with FCI. What else can I tell you? So the showroom is stunning. It's beautiful. We're very technology driven because we own a couple of tech companies, and so you have to have an appreciation for technology and you have to like technology. So we use technology to run our business in terms of the ordering, in terms of how we administer our business. So you don't need to be able to, you don't need to be a coder or a developer or anything, but you need to appreciate technology and enjoy technology. That's a really important part. Our commission structure, as I said, is exceptional. We work with about 700 different brands, and it's a really open brand policy. So if you're a designer or a salesperson and you want to sell a specific brand and we're not selling it at the moment, we're really open. You can come, you can open an account, you can start trading it and use the brand. Extremely collaborative. So we're constantly looking for new ideas. How can we innovate? How can we improve the business? And all of that information comes from the team. So it's not like a top-down structure. Of course, we have senior people who are in charge of the day-to-day, but it's a very flat structure in terms of idea generation, and it's a really, really safe place to fail. So I really believe in safe off, fail fast, fail often, and just keep learning. And we just we really encourage that whole experimentation. So you may say, well, I've never sold wardrobes before, so I'm never going to sell wardrobes. Or we encourage you, if you want to sell wardrobes, learn it, learn the software, learn the pricing, and elevate yourself. FCI as a business is a one-stop shop. So we go from everything to, we have an interior design department. We do construction for clients where they need it. We have the sofas, the dining tables, the bedrooms, all of that. And really for a client, whether it's a commercial client or a residential client, it can be a true one-stop shop. And we also have varying price levels. So a client comes in, there's a tremendous amount of choice in terms of the width and the depth of the ranges. And really, in theory, if we pay attention and we're curious about what the client is trying to solve, the problem the client is trying to solve, there really shouldn't be any reason for the client to go elsewhere beyond FCI, because we cover everything, including 3D renderings. And as I said, we could do construction for clients, we do refits, we do bathrooms, kitchens, the whole lot. and you can take over the area that you are most comfortable with, focus on that, and once you've nailed that, then you can grow beyond that if you so choose to. Um, Core values are very, very important to us. We drive our business on core values, and we do our selection process based on core values. And our core values are happy, helpful, friendly. So we're in a really sophisticated environment. We're selling beautiful Italian brands, and it kind of can get a little bit snooty sometimes. That's not us. We are happy, helpful, friendly. We want to have that attitude with our clients. We want to have that helpful attitude with our suppliers, who are our partners, and most importantly, we want to have that attitude with our colleagues who we see every day. So really, really important is that core value, that first core value. We're fanatical about customer service. We are really focused on attention to detail. We have our own installation teams. We have our own warehouses. We have our own vans. We don't subcontract anything out. And we are absolutely fanatical about customer service. When things go wrong, which they obviously do in furniture, for us, it's about finding out what went wrong, putting a solution in place as quickly as possible, and then building a process around that problem so that in future that same problem doesn't happen again. We look at customer service and problems as an opportunity to further strengthen the relationship with the client, especially B2B interior design clients who come back again and again and again. The next core value is Kaizen, which is a Japanese word, and it means continuous incremental improvement. So it's all about self-reflection and what you're doing, and it doesn't just focus on work. It's how was my last interaction? How did I leave that person after that last interaction? What could I have done better? And it's not about 100% improvements on a daily basis. It's just about that little bit of self-reflection and thoughtfulness as to how could I, in a small way, improve continuously. And we're really big on training, and we're really big on personal development as well as professional development. And that's why that core value of Kaizen is really important to us. Be specific, move like centurions. So the Roman centurions, all these soldiers used to line up with these big shields, and they formed a battle formation called a phalanx. And the guys at the front would hold their shields in the front, and the guys on the side would hold their shields on the side, and the guys behind would hold these shields above. And every person in that little group, in that phalanx, trusted and knew that the other person in the group would do their job, so that they had to focus on their bit, and their colleagues would have their backs or their fronts or whatever, other areas, and they'd hold. And that impregnable box meant that they could attack armies and succeed that were far larger than them. And that's really important, because that it kind of signifies how we operate. We trust each other, and we communicate with each other. So when we move as one, and we don't run off in separate directions. And that communication, that constant communication, is really, really important. And looking after each other and having each other's backs is really, really important. So that's a very important core value for us. Be specific, no ambiguity. So black or white. We're really, really clear in our communication with our suppliers, with our customers, and amongst ourselves. To really believe in that. Very clear communication, no grey areas. It's okay to say no. It's okay to say I can't do it, or I don't have time, or can somebody else do it? No problem. But be really clear with your communication. It's really, really important, and it's one of the reasons why we get on, because everybody knows where they stand. And then the final one is DBAD, DBAD, which stands for don't be a dick. And that core value kind of looks after a lot of things day to day. If you use some samples, put them away. If you see that some samples are left out, put them away. If you know who left them out, go and nudge that person and say, hey, I put your samples away, but please next time, can you put them away? If your colleague sat with a customer and they're sat there and having a conversation, walk over and offer them a coffee. Just kind of normal little things that make working a pleasure rather than work. Work should not feel like work. You should not ever at FCI wake up and think, oh shit, I don't want to go to work today. If that happens, you're in the wrong place. We can all have off days. We can all have days where we need a break. We've been working too hard, and that's fine. But the idea that you would not want to come to work doesn't exist at FCI. It's not work. It's a place where you go to do stuff that you love doing. That is sounds really cheesy. It sounds utopian, but that's what we want. And if these core values make sense to you, then this place will work for you. And if you love design, and if you love selling, we're a really like strange bunch of people from all over the world, from Italy, from Spain, from India, from Romania, from Poland, all over the world. And we just get on really well because we have these core values in common. We don't have much else in common in terms of our backgrounds or our experiences, but we have these core values in common. And it just means that it just makes for a really powerful team. So that's really the most important thing about this video is, do these core values that I've just described make sense to you? And do you want to be surrounded by a bunch of people who follow these core values? And if so, then the design and the sales and all of that stuff, you can, that's fine. You can get that in many, many places. But the core values, I think, are very, very unique to us as a company. So to summarize, special projects, if you've got experience and you really like speaking at a senior level, and you're a deal maker, creative deal maker, special projects could be interesting for you. B2B sales, if you've got really good experience already and a great list of contacts that you've cultivated over the years, specifically in London, selling into the trade. Shop floor sales, if you love closing the deal, if you like talking about product, if you like talking about sofas, dining tables, and if you like putting stuff together. Interior design, sales design, if you like doing projects, you like doing wardrobes, kitchens, that kind of thing, as long as you have a view and an ability to close sales. Those are the roles. If all of this sounds interesting, please do apply through the channels in the email, and hopefully we'll meet you soon in the showroom. Thank you.